Problem 2. Draw an AOA, activity on arrow, or ADM, arrow diagram in method network. Calculate early and late event times and identify critical paths and critical activities for a project with activity listed in the following table. So in this table, we have 10 activity A to J, and we have duration for each activity and predecessor for each activity. So I suggest you to pause this video, practice and draw yourself based on what you learn in the video for the problem 1 when I do the draft and then finalize the diagram. And as you can see that the iterative process, so it always you may not always come up with the finalized draft, finalized network at the beginning. You may redraw it so that it should be. And with that one, pause this and practice this problem before you watch the video to check with your the solution of yours and my solution in these videos. So let's start here. A and B, mobilization and site clearance. That activity A and B have no predecessor, so none. So with that, there are multiple ways to start with. The one ways that you can see, so it because A and B no predecessor, so I can draw this here, activity A, and then I have another 2 node for activity B. That one way, but it may not be optimal. How can we do this instead of both begin and end node are not the same? I can draw this way, and as you can see, A and B have no predecessor, and it not violate anything. They have different begin node. It's okay to have one same end node or one beginning node. So that gate is meet the requirement. However, I don't suggest you to draw that way, and I think if you pause, you may see that you may draw this way. But then for the project, it's always a good idea to start only one node and end only one node. So instead of make the beginning node for A and B are different, when the activity, both activity have non-predecessor, you can start at the same beginning node, and that I suggest you to do. And at the end, all the activity should be closed in one node. So what I do instead of that, I can say that is activity A and B. Let's go down further down here so that we have space. And B start at one beginning node. So we can have activity A, and then similarly we can have activity B. So one same project should have one beginning node and one end node, and that it should be that I show you in this scenario instead of the first 2 scenarios that I show you in this video. And then so A non-predecessor, B non-predecessor, look good. And then we have the C follow A and B. C follow A and B. So how can I do? There are 2 scenarios. And you can see I going to draw here, and I C follow A and B. Then I can draw that C here. And then I have to use the dummy from end node of A to beginning node of C, because that C follow A and C follow B. Let's check the predecessor. C follow B, good. C follow A with that dummy activity, that's good. So you have that one here. Now D follow C, so we can have that here. D follow C. D follow C. And now we have E follow B. E follow B. E follow B. So how can you draw? It's of course it start at B in here. So we have that E. Follow B. So E follow B, good. But this case you see something wrong. If I draw that here, this line here, E also, as you can see, same as C. So E also follow A. And in this problem, E also follow B. So this way of drawing look not good. So that you can resolve again, resolve the diagram to make sure it's good. And in this case, I just erase that. It look like I start C to the end node of B is not good. Let's try the other way around. Let's try. So I erase this one, try the other way around. Instead of C come out of end node of B, I can make that C on this node. C, so C follow A, and then C have to follow B. Then instead of draw the arrows for the dummy going down to that, it will be going up. So as you can see now, we can move C and start at the end node of A. So C follow A, and with the dummy C follow B. So that's good. And then we can now draw D follow C. So it's the same. So we have D follow C. B follow C. And then E follow B. Then we can now do that. E follow B here. Only follow B, not A. Then I can have that one E. And then check. E follow B, perfect. E not follow A because the arrow not, the dummy arrow is not get into the beginning node of E, as you can see there. So that is good for E only follow B, not follow A, based on that dummy, the direction of that dummy activity. And this dummy, I can call that is B apostrophe, which is B apostrophe, which is show relationship that C follow B. And then we can have F follow DE, F follow D and E. So how can I do? There are two ways that you can do. F follow, you can draw F from here and make a dummy going up. Or you can F start here and make the dummy going down. And in this case, if you draw start at D, you still have the problem at I draw in C, start at the end node of B as I draw you earlier. So if you can try that way. But in this case, because G follow B, so I avoid that. F get out of D, I still use F get out of E. Then I can have a note here. And then we have G, follow F follow D and follow E. Now it's only F follow E. We need to have the dummy from end node of D to the beginning of node F, so that is D apostrophe, to show relationship that F follow D. And then we have G follow D, so you can have that G follow D. I have here, so I have G. And then H follow FG, so you can make F follow H follow F and G. If H follow F and G, so I have here H follow F and H follow G. I have to use the dummy, go here, G apostrophe. So H follow F, H follow G. Perfect. And then we have I follow H. I follow H. I follow H. I follow H. And then we have J follow I, so we can draw continue because no space. So I will do going down here. Call it I follow J. J follow I. Perfect. Then take a look. As you can see, B apostrophe and D apostrophe use dummy if needed. But should we need G apostrophe? Shouldn't need. Can I draw G instead of that? Can I draw G go down here instead of this one? Think about it. And let's check. G follow D. That's good. G follow D. And then H follow G and follow F. Then good too. So as you can see, with that I can erase this one and only need 2 dummy activities. 2 dummy activity in these scenarios. So that we done for the network. And in the next video for this problem, I go ahead to calculate early and late event time, identify critical path and critical activities for these same problems.